Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Rez here. Just wanted to bring you a video guide on the Long Dark, little tips and tricks, kind of keep you alive on Stalker mode. You can see I've survived for 45 days. On day 46. Um, I am playing Stalker, like I said, and I kind of wanted to jump in and cover some things that I've read in some guides along the way that I've seen in a few different ones that kind of irk me a little bit about this game. But before I jump into surviving, I wanted to cover, excuse me, as I jump in, I kind of want to cover some of the stuff that I've found in these guides that kind of, like I said, irk me. Now, what I did was I set up in Pleasant Valley. I didn't pick this location first. I picked Mystery Lake first. I don't advise picking Pleasant Valley because it's so spread out. It's going to be hard to really get anything set up. You're going to be burning through your food and everything else. The reason I picked Mystery Lake um, because you can set up shop at the camp office, which is really nice because it's the center point for everything. You can run gear. There's the fireplace or the stove, excuse me, um, everything like that. And it's pretty convenient to get back there, especially since the tracks are there. God forbid you get lost in a blizzard, you can just kind of find your way through the tracks or find your way to the tracks. So it's kind of nice. Coastal Highway is not a bad place to start either, but you want to kind of figure out where your home location is going to be at the end of it when it's all said and done. Are you going to stay in Mystery Lake? Are you going to stay in Coastal Highway? Do you want to go to Pleasant Valley? So figure that out before you start the game. Now, if you kind of want to take the route that I took, let's kind of cover that. Like I said, I started in Mystery Lake. I now getting into what some guides have said. Now that we're talking about where we're starting, is they say if you want to live a really long time, take notes on where you find dead bodies, where you find certain things that you don't want to pick up. Pick up whatever you want. All right, let's get that out of the way now. Unless you're going for like, let's say, 2,000 days, you don't need to leave anything. I've had a lot of these matches that you see here since day one. And you can see they're down to 67, 68, 70, 72%. The global leaderboards don't work because people feel the need to hack such stupid shit, which just boggles my mind. Like how cool you must be to put your hacked hours up on top of the leaderboard just blows my mind. So there's really no point in going for over 1,000 days. And as far as I know, I don't even know if they're gonna bring that back. I'm just kind of going for the achievements. I haven't even looted Pleasant Valley yet. Um, so like I said, pick up anything you need and just bring it to where you're going. Now let's jump back here. I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but let's jump back to we're at Mystery Lake. You set up at the camp office. Loot everything in Mystery Lake. If you can find the bunker, you can find the guides online where the bunkers are. I didn't do that. I ended up actually stumbling upon mine. This game, last game, I didn't even find it at all. I stumbled upon it. So I looted everything, and the one thing to remember is when you're playing on Stalker, the wolves are very aggressive. Sometimes you catch them in packs, sometimes you don't. I've actually found 3 at once, which was ridiculous, and a flare and then a quick torch took care of them. When you're running from location to location, if you're moving your gear, don't let yourself be encumbered, because when you use the flares, they are not going to be scared of the flares. They're going to still attack you if you're encumbered, as far as I've seen. Unless you're, if you're like point 0.1, point 0.2 over, or even up to 2 pounds, I've noticed they haven't attacked me. But I've been like 4 or 5, and they've ran through multiple flares that I've thrown and attacked me. So you want to be careful about being encumbered. Also, another thing to remember is when you spawn in Mystery Lake, I also don't advise hitting the dam, even when you have the gun. Wait till you get everything to Coastal Highway if you're going to take the route I took. I set up by the gas station in the coastal town site there. Um, I set up there. Not at the gas station. I had a little blue house that had a fireplace. If you take that route, set up there. You have a centralized location there. You can cook your food. You have fishing right outside. You have hunting. So you're pretty much at a center point for everything. So if you choose to take that route, loot after you bring all your gear through, loot Coastal Highway, get everything back to your house, and if you feel like you're ready, go to the dam. Fluffy was in there for me. I was able to throw a flare. What I do is I don't even sprint across. I light a flare before I even walk in. I throw it into the far room where the hallway, or excuse me, where the stairs go down. I throw it into that room. I walk into that room, put my lantern down on the floor. I throw a flare down into the hallway. If I don't hear him move at that point, I pick up the first flare and I start making my way down into the hallway. At the long stretch of the hallway, and then at that point in time, I let him come to me. I'll set my other lantern down as well and get rid of the flares so he comes to me and won't get scared off, and then I just blast him in the hallway. And then I loot the dam and then get back to Coastal Highway. So you can make multiple runs, just don't be encumbered when you do it. Like I said, when you're dealing with the wolves, make sure you keep, if you're out looting, 2 to 3 flares on you at a time, or torches, whatever. As you can see, I've found a lot of flares on Stalker. I still have 5 left. Another thing to also remember while I'm in here is I keep 3 of all the gear. I keep 3 hatchets, 3 knives, 3 pry bars. You never know what's going to happen, when you're going to need them. I also, the reason I have 2 sets in here, I'm actually only supposed to have 1 right now, but if you do end up coming to Pleasant Valley, I found a little fishing shack. If you go, here, I'll show you. If you go under the bridge, outside, I think it's Heartbreak Bridge, I believe is what it's called. If you go right through there, and you go, you can follow the pond around. Once you get to the pond, great, of course you can't see it because it's blizzard. Anyways, you go under the bridge, it's off to the right. It's pretty easy to find. You can look at a map if you need to. I like exploring, not really looking at maps. I suggest bringing all your fishing hooks there. Bring some spare water, set of tools, some canned goods, some snacks. Bearskin bedroll is important to bring there, and the reason I say that is because I do fish quite often, and I'll get into the reason why I do that, and why I'm saving my ammo. So bring everything you need, and when you get there on your first little trip, bring some extra meat with you. Harvest a bunch of wood so you have it available. I don't know why I'm so fatigued. I've been just running around the room. So bring some extra, forage for wood. Keep that there. That way you can fish, you can sleep there, you can keep a fire going. You can also unlock the achievements, sleeping under a starry sky or whatever. The wolves won't attack you inside the fishing hut. If you're wearing the wolfskin coat, I have noticed sometimes they do get scared off by that. So you will unlock the achievements. You can also bring some meat back for the fridge. Now, what I also wanted to cover before I get into the rifle scenario, I also learned the hard way, you should keep at least 2 sets of clothes. I have 3 of some stuff that I haven't really broken down. I just keep, I don't know why, I just haven't broken them down. Like, I really don't need these jeans, but whatever. I found this out the hard way. I broke down all my clothes on my last game, and I got attacked by a bear, and pretty much any time I went outside, I'll put it to you this way, I was freezing the minute I stepped outside, because I had literally half my outfit was ruined, which is never a good thing, so I do keep spare clothes on me. Also, you want to remember to, let's get to this rifle scenario. With the rifle, I don't really hunt wolves except for when I made the wolfskin jacket. They don't give off much meat. There's not a lot of, there's 4 gut, which you can get off of a deer if you really need it. I also try not to hunt deer too often. I hunt the bears. Now, the reason I do this, obviously, is the bear gives off a ton of meat. So it's pretty much in your favor to hunt the bear. Now, when you're hunting the bear, now that I got an hour of daylight and the storm's over, I'll show you what I do. I went out here one day. It was like an hour. It was about dawn time. I had a bear out by the trees here. What you want to do is, if to survive the bear, unless you're gonna put like 6 shots in him, you're not gonna really drop him. You're just gonna piss him off. I've only gotten 3 shots before I finally got attacked. If you walk up to him, you don't have to get real close. He'll start to pick up your scent, and if you just back up, he'll follow you or lead. Just let him stay on your trail. Don't get too far away. And what I do is, we'll use this building for example. You can really do it in a building. Let's say here's the door, right? Turn around once he's within range. Just shoot him. Open the door. Go inside. Sleep. Hang out. Whatever you want to do. Obviously, sleep is the quickest way. I slept for about an hour. Walked outside. After 1 shot, he was dead. Got the meat. I was good to go. They got 10 gut. So it was great for snares and fishing line. So it's quite easy to do that. If you're in any scenario with a bear and you want the meat, just get to a house, try and lure him to somewhere where you're going to be a safe zone for you, that he can't reach you. Obviously it's in your favor because they will drop you to 9% health. I don't know if I don't know if you're at 88 health and they attack you, if they'll kill you. I'm really not sure because I've only been attacked at 100 health. So do that. Also, I have noticed that I stocked up on the meat, and it lasted me quite a while. And I want to say about 12 or 13 days later, I walked out here, and there was a bear in this little field straight ahead of me, straight past this car. I lured him back to the same spot, killed him, and once again, another few days later, about maybe an hour before nighttime, there was another bear out here. I didn't kill him. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's gonna come back. He probably will. I see him occasionally. So as long as you don't wipe them out, they will come back. They will respawn, as far as I know. Unless I just got lucky and he stumbled over here, I don't know. But it's a good thing to keep in mind to keep you from using so much ammunition that you're just burning through it. I have a ton of shots, and I've been alive for a long time, and I haven't really eaten much wolf meat, except for the ones that obviously attacked me. As you can see, I have 36 rounds in the cabinet, and I have another 6 in my gun. So I've done pretty well for myself. Also, the reason I did pick the farmhouse, besides the fact that there's a ton of storage, is you can go down to the basement. There's a workstation right there. You can make your snares, your fishing tackle, whatever you really need can be done right there. So it's one of those things to keep in mind when you're picking a base. You don't want to go too far to craft stuff, especially on Stalker, if you're going to be carrying a bunch of wood or whatever. So just keep that in mind when you're playing. So this is Rez. Like I said, if you like the video, hit subscribe, leave a comment. If you guys want to see some more of The Long Dark, I have no problem starting over, starting from scratch, letting you see what I do and how I stay alive. So yeah, if you want to see any other games, I promise it won't be as boring as this. I'll keep it interesting for you. Just leave me a line, and I'll definitely check out some of the games you guys post. So there we go. Have a good night, guys.